Hey everybody, it's Jokenheiden, and I'm back with the Desert Wolf versus Wirraway Ace War in the Pacific campaign. We're now looking at the 5th of December, 1942. Let's see what happens here. Okay, got some nighttime Coast Watcher activity. Okay, well, looks like we do have some troops unloading finally at Nauru. Or something's unloading here. Let's see what exactly it is that we're unloading. It's hard to tell. We'll have to see. It might be supply. Okay, more unloading at Tagula. More unloading at Kusai. Alright. And Russell. Yep. Oh. It's another one of these midget subs. I guess he's still got more of these things, huh? Doesn't take much to kill these, though. By hugging the bottom. Did you see that? Oh! I guess he didn't hug it hard enough. Well, that's the end of that guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Force to surface. Oh, jeez. Well, that thing's dead. These guys are firing too? Really? Look at this. Everybody's taking a pot shot at this thing. These guys are firing anti-aircraft guns at this poor midget sub. Oh, now the 40 millimeter, it would go through this thing like Swiss cheese. Sub slips beneath the waves. All right. Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't have the sound turned up all the way. I've turned it up so you can hear the goodness of a sub sinking. Are you ready? Here we go. Hear it? Hear it sinking? And then the midget sub HA-31 is still hanging out over here. HA-21? There's a lot of midget subs around here. Uh-oh. Oh. These midget subs are putting up one heck of a fight, aren't they? I never thought to use midget subs like this, but man, I like it. They're doing stuff, right? They're trying. And that's what's most important. And I know that a lot of them have been lost, but one APD was sunk with troops aboard, so. Oh. Looks like old Wirraway's being a little sneaky with some mines, but Desert Wolf was ready for that. He had a minesweeper nearby. There it goes, guys. Remember we talked about that last turn, right? How it was on the verge of sinking. Okay, another midget sub at Kusai. Man, these guys are really busy. Well, we'll see how this goes. It's pretty rare that we see a midget sub survive a depth charge attack. There you go. It's already on fire. Leaking fuel oil. Damage to tubes. Hit direct. It's done. That's it. Underwater explosion and debris. Did you see that? Underwater. Oh, listen. Underwater explosion, debris, and oil appear on the surface. I think that means it's dead. Let's listen. You ready? There it is. But we're not done yet. Dang. Another midget sub attacking that Kusai. This is crazy. This is the most midget sub action I've ever seen in this game. And it's Craven again. Let's see. Can Craven take out a second sub in one turn? Yep. Looks like it's going to. Man. I'm going to write this down. The Destroyer Craven. We're going to have to look at this guy. He's really good. I'm writing it down right now. DD Craven, sub killer. We can look at it when the replay's done. Uh-oh, on the surface. Light him up. Light him up. Oh yeah. Get some, man. Oh, now everybody wants a piece of this action. I'm still giving the kill to Craven no matter what. Sub slips beneath the waves. Craven gets the kill. I don't care. All right, listen. Now the sub sinking. You know, I'm going to turn it up all the way so you can hear. Listen. All right. Enough of that. Okay, we have a R-class battleships are coming in to bombard at Nauru. Let's see how this goes. Pretty decent. Look at this. A lot of destroyed squads here. This is what we want, okay? Because you don't get these back as the Japanese out here. Good stuff. Oh yeah. Got the some light cruisers coming in here now. A nick damaged on the ground. Some light casualties there. Got the Dutch. Got this Dutch light cruiser over here hitting Tagula with the Reuter as well. Maybe you know what? I'm gonna write this down too. I wonder if old what's his name? Who's that Dutch admiral that went down with ABDA? I can't believe I can't remember his name. We'll see if he's on these ships. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, we got some light cruisers hitting Nauru. And I remember I told you about this a few days ago. Like, he needs to throw everything at Nauru because this is not going as well as he had hoped, I think. So, he's trying to save it now by just blasting it into... just blasting it into submission. What's the name of that guy? Oh, there you go. This one was not as effective. Oh, here we go. Yep. The standards are back, and these guys pack a ton of firepower. Oh, Admiral Dorman. Carol Dorman. That's who I was talking about on the Reuter. Okay. Anyway, let's see how these standards do. They're going to probably level this place. You ready? Oh, yeah. That's good. Good. This is really hurting the Japanese. They've lost a lot. They've lost almost 1,000 casualties on the base today. All right. Another midget sub action here. This one gets away. Just some more unloading here. Not much to see. Oh, okay. Wirraway has caught on to what's going on at Sandpit. He said, "Nope, we're done with this." I bet he's regretting. I bet he's regretting this right now, not taking this a long time ago. So the Japanese are coming ashore at Sandpit to neutralize this early warning radar that has been installed here by Desert Wolf. So, good for him. He figured it out. He's gonna fix it. Can you imagine if we didn't have that there? We wouldn't have known where or when the Keto Butai was coming at all. So it was worth the trade. Okay, we got daylight. We're doing Coast Watcher stuff. Man, this is going to be a long turn. Okay, so whatever he's doing here, he's definitely unloading a lot. Okay, let's keep it going. Oh yeah, he's bringing in some troops here. Oh, some more mines at Coco's. All right, another midget sub. How many midget subs does he have? Oh, you see this? Guys, look at that. At Kusai, there's a symbol of a look at here. There's a symbol of a sub mine laying task force at Kusai. I've never seen that before. Like I've never seen us spot one before like that. That's pretty cool. So we definitely know he's laying mines here. Just midget subs all over the place here. And where are they based out of, I wonder? Because they don't have a long range. All right. I wonder if there's like mothership subs around here that are tending these, or if they're just like running out of Ponape or something. I don't know. I don't know what the range of a midget sub is, but I would think that they have to be pretty close to a base. And Kusai, I don't think they can operate out of there anymore. Okay, more minesweeping at Coco's Islands by the Lark. Oh man, it's just like crawling with these things. Oh, not the Craven again. Dang. Oh, good thing. Man, the Craven is a sub hunting master, dude. Man, that Craven even got a hit on it. All right, now we're in the air phase. Let's see what happens here. By Jake's. Jake's from, oh, I guess they could be coming from anywhere, right? Hmm. Definitely a lot of them there. I-16. I-16. I'm gonna write that down. I think that might be a midget sub carrying sub, like a mothership. Oh my goodness, they're right already. Okay, we get it, we get it, we get it. There's a lot of midget subs and you're killing them all. Jeez, enough already. Okay, that was annoying. Huh, more bad weather, huh? Okay, we'll go through these streams pretty quick here. And you know bombing will follow. Oh, oh! Cap trap! Cap trap! Warning, warning, cap trap, cap trap! Here we go! These vanguards are toast. I guess Wirraway had enough, huh? He had enough. Alright, let's see how this resolves here. I don't see these vanguards having any luck. Yep. Vaporized. Alright guys, we're gonna have a lot of air activity here. Oh, let's feed them some more. I don't think we need to sit here and watch this. Let's find out how these guys do. My guess is not well. Yeah, not well. They somehow managed to shoot down a Tojo though, and the Tojo is very good and the Vanguard's not that great, so that's something. Whoa. Alright, well now it's the Japanese turn to bomb. Unfortunately, there's a lot of flak there and they're getting hurt bad. couple of these guys were shot down. They don't really do anything either. So these Japanese bombers aren't doing any better than the Allied ones. But they're still coming with more. Some Lilies coming in. Looks like 3 were destroyed from flak. And again, they don't do anything. Whoa! 162 Sallies. Jeez. Look at this. This is a big raid here. This is the most we've seen actually lost in this hex in a while. Wow. Man, he's going all in here. He's put everything into this. "64 Sonias. Watch, they'll kill 2 guys. Oh, 5 guys. I was close. Some more Lilies coming in here. Yeah, maybe he's gonna attack again. I don't know why, but maybe this is enough bombing to disrupt them enough. Man. Oh, it just looked like a lot. Okay, it's not really that much. I think he's trying to go and take Rossel Island this turn. So he's trying to disrupt the troops down there. Enough to get in there and do it. Okay. Big attack here on Nauru. Yep, look at these losses. Oh, yeah. That's what you want to see. When you start seeing destroyed, that means you're really getting into the meat. Like, you've disabled almost all of the enemy units. So once they're all disabled, then they start dying. So this is what we want to be seeing here on these raids. Big maximum effort raids here. Yep, destroyed squads. That's what we want. Yep. See how we're getting destroyed squads? That's perfect. It's what we want to see here. When you see only destroyed and not disabled, that means that you're getting down into the bone. Where are the... I want to see some more combat near Prome. Wow, where were the Allied bombers at? What happened there? Maybe they're going to come in PM? But we know that the Japanese have a ton of aircraft in long-range cap there, so... How did they know not to attack? Oh, boy. Alright, let's get through this. I don't want to go through this SPD Dauntless spam again. Alright, yeah. They're hitting a lot of subs. We get it. Yep, we get it. Yes, you're killing a lot of subs. I-16. This is ridiculous. 7 Japanese ships near Christmas Island. Why? It would be a big shame if Wirraway's cap trap does not catch some aircraft coming in there. I'll be really disappointed. What a bummer, man. Dang it. I was really hoping it... Oh, what is this? No. Why would he do this? Look at this. No. What is he trying to do here? No. Come on, Wirraway. Don't do this. What is he trying to do? Oh my goodness. What a waste. What a waste. He's transporting stuff into Rosso. Why? Just let it go. Look at all these aircraft that are being shot down. Wirraway, what are you thinking, dude? What is he thinking? Oh, another midget sub here. Getting kind of tired of these guys now. Now, I think we're going to see another midget sub killed here. I don't think the HA-10, the HA-10's gonna make it, man. He may have to come up to the surface right here. Yep, there it is. Oh, dang. Whoa! Whoa! 8-inch shells hitting a... 8-inch shells hitting a midget sub. It blasted. What? Man, one 8-inch shell would just obliterate that thing. There it is. You hear it? I'm still kind of shocked. Look, I'm shocked about the transport onto Rosso. Why? Why on earth would he send those guys in there knowing the carriers are flying cap? So many aircraft were lost there. It just seems unfathomable to me that Wirraway would do such a thing. All right, let's get to the point here. Well, looks like some of these 75 and 80 millimeter guns hit the Wang Pu, but that's not going to do much damage. Oh, a few more shell hits on these guys unloading this turn. But again, they're not very big guns, so they shouldn't do too much damage to the ship. Okay, just some more unloading. We'll just get through this quickly. There's not much to glean from it. Oh. Well, that's a bummer. Some tanks more tanks coming ashore. And now the Japanese invasion of Sandpit is continuing. Okay, land combat. Let's see what we get out of this. Okay, alright, take a look here. We got a lot more troops ashore here, right? See these numbers? This is a lot better. I think if they have to shock attack this time, it won't be as much of a blowout. Right, yeah, look at this number. Yeah, we've got more troops ashore now. He did get troops on there. That's good. Okay, a bombardment in China. Not much there. Bombardment on Kusai. This is not going to help the Japanese much. Yeah. A bombardment here despite the heavy bombing. Hardly anything to show for that. Japanese bombardment. This is a counter fire here. Japanese bombardment here. Okay. Shock attack in Nauru. Here we go. What do you think, guys? Is he gonna carry it? What do you think? I don't know. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I really don't. Let's find out. It doesn't look like it's going well. Oh. Oh. It did not go well. Again. I will say this though. This is a little more sustainable than before. All right. So the shock attack proceeded. Despite all that bombing and all that bombardment, the Japanese are still, you know, they're still in it, right? All that got reduced to a 1-to-4 odds. One thing is these losses are, again, when the Japanese lose stuff here, that's it. It doesn't come back. The Allies can just keep bringing more. They control the air. They control the sea. They can bring in more troops. The Japanese cannot. So these losses are not sustainable for the Japanese. And yeah, it's a heavy grind, and the losses are heavy for the Allies here. But I think we're starting to turn the tables on this, finally. Okay, shock attack at Russell Island. I think they might be able to carry this. Let's see. There it is! They capture it, guys. So what became of the troops here? It doesn't say that they were lost. So where'd they go? Do they get to move over to Tagula? I don't know. What happens to the Japanese troops here? I don't know. That's weird. Will they just die? Maybe they'll just attrition to death or something? I don't know. Man, this was a very action-packed combat replay. We had stuff going on all over the place. I don't even know where to begin with it all. Let's see if we get any arrivals here. LST, a couple tankers. This is in Panama. I don't know what that thing is. TCG training group, maybe. All right, man, this is gonna take a while to dissect this thing. Guys, I am at a loss for words as to what happened here. The turn seemed pretty straightforward to me until the last little bit, and I'm just kind of dumbfounded. Hopefully we can all figure it out together, or you guys can help me understand what the heck happened. Okay. This is hard to... Guys, this is going to be hard to look at. The losses for today. 111 for the Japanese, 19 for the Allies. 111. Look at this. Let's just look at Japanese losses. 25 Emily's. These are the best... these are the best float planes in the game as far as searching. There's nothing better. The range, everything. It's just these Emily's are amazing, and to lose so many in an operation like this. 21 Sally's. 11 Topsies. 10, 11 Bettys. 10 Tolly. Look at this. These are transport planes. Mavis's. Very good recon planes. They're gone. Search planes. these Mavis L's. There's almost none of these around. It's incredibly low production rate. This is just a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. I don't know any better way to say it. Um, all of these aircraft were shot down in a failed attempt to reinforce Russell Island, which was on its way out the door anyway. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Anyway, we'll get to that. Uh, the Allies lost basically 10 pilots are gone forever, or potentially, and 2 wounded. So, Allied losses for aircraft. I neglected to show you these. 16 of these Vanguards were shot down by the Japanese cap trap south of Prome. But really, that was about it. I mean, we'll look at why that is, but the Japanese kind of got had here. Bad day. Okay. Looking at the Army loss points here. 13 for the Allies, 20 for the Japanese, and this is due to their defeat at Rossel. Ship sunk this last turn. The Derrymore, which we've been tracking for a while, finally went down as a result of battle damage from the Val attack about 3 turns ago. And then we had 4 midget subs sunk. Apparently, these midget subs are just target practice now. We even had 8-inch guns from the San Francisco shooting at that. That's bad. It's crazy, actually. I've never seen anything like that before. For the turn, the Allies gained 50 political points, so nothing was spent there. And overall, the Allies gained 104 points, which is completely not surprising given the losses they inflicted on the Japanese in the air, the taking of Ross Island, the Japanese lost points. You put it all together, the Allies gained a substantial amount of points there and knocked the win ratio down for the Japanese down to 1.617. All right, y'all got a good look at this, right? Let's go ahead and take a look now at the combat report data and see if we can piece together this disaster. All right, let's look at, where's it at? Combat Reporter. We'll take a look at sea engagements. We'll start with these crazy submarine attacks and stuff over near Kusai. And you can see here, just these midget subs are not getting it done anymore. And we even had the San Francisco firing at a surface sub with his 8-inch guns. Okay. The Craven, the destroyer Craven was the one doing a lot of killing around here. Another sub here. Subs getting engaged here. And this is all happening here. So whatever happened, Wirraway just flooded the area with these midget subs here. And then look at this little nugget. We had some mines laid at Coco's Island, but Deswolf had the wherewithal to leave a minesweeper nearby. And let's take a look at that real quick. So one of these is definitely so this is probably the mine laying ship here. This is something else. I don't know what this is, but it's moving west towards Coco's. But we have the Lark, which is a minesweeper, just kind of sitting around, and it happened to be in the area, and it's going to take care of these mines here. And then next turn we should have some some Allied subs coming in to drop off supply. But as you can see, they're holding off until the mines are swept. You see, they're ordered to stay in this hex, and they're waiting because Desert Wolf doesn't want to send these guys into Coco's until these mines are cleared, or else you could lose a sub that way. All right. Okay. We'll go back to Nauru now, and we had some very effective shore bombardment this turn. 300 casualties from the R's, 538 from the standards, and then the Hobart and the Phoenix and Honolulu all got in on the action too. So good softening up actions there. And then we had Allies bombarding Tagula, and we are still seeing aircraft on the ground there, which I didn't think we would. So we'll look at that. Actually, we'll look at it right now. So there's fighters and bombers at Tagula. I don't know why they're there and why they haven't been pulled out. I'm assuming they're damaged, but they didn't really seem to be in action previously, so I don't really know how they got there. I don't know if they were there from the start or if he moved them down there and they got damaged after. Ground activity, we had some Japanese bombardments. We'll look for the good stuff here. Ah, Allied shock attack on Russell. And something interesting happened here that I don't fully understand. So the Allies capture the island, right? But the units were not destroyed. All of these units here were not destroyed. Okay? And then when we come look at it, there's still units on the island. So I don't know exactly what occurred here. I don't know if these are the troops that the transports brought in, or if these guys just somehow survived the attack and didn't just die. I would think they would have just been killed outright, but maybe this has something to do with the Japanese dynamic, the surrender dynamic, where they don't surrender, but they do one last bonsai charge, or they just last longer. If this was an allied unit, they would have surrendered and it would have been the end of it. So I don't quite understand what's going on here. Again, this is a peculiarity of the Japanese that maybe I don't understand. Nauru. We had an attack here today, guys. So it does look like Desert Wolf did land additional troops on the island in a substantial amount, such that it preserved the units that were there. We'll take a look at that right now. So here's what we finally got on the island. We have quite a bit more assault value on the island, and a combat engineer regiment sort of on there, just barely hanging on. They again took heavy losses during this attack, but they're there. And then taking a look here, we have, it looks like we unloaded almost 10,000 troops over this last turn. And another 30,000 to go here, because there was 39,000 in this yesterday. So every day he gets to unload. It's just going to even things up even more. At Kusai, just some bombardment. In China, we had a bombardment attack up here, south of Kunchang, and another bombardment in the impassable hex. And again, these loss rates are not anything to write home about. I don't think we need to look at the amphibious invasion stuff because there's not much to see when we do it. And in when I do it, the game likes to kind of default to the top left corner. Now this is interesting here. Sandpit, the Japanese have caught on to what's going on here. Remember the early warning radar? This is where they were based out of, and it looks like Wirraway figured out what happened here, that his ships got spotted. And I'm sure, because he's very smart and he's played this game a long time, I'm sure he went back and looked on the map and went, "Oh crap, Sandpit." So now he's landing there to take care of that problem right now. All right, let's talk about the air attacks for this turn because, nothing really noteworthy. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the good stuff here. A very effective bombing raid on the troops at Nauru by heavy bombers here. And when you see destroyed squads, that's always a good thing. Because those ones, disabled ones, kind of go into parentheses, right? And that means that they can recover eventually. Destroyed squads are just wiped out. And when you're isolated on an island like this, there's no getting them back. Again, let's take a look at another big raid. I guess there's no more. Wait, no. It's right here. Destroyed squads. That's what I'm talking about. So, looking at this also, we had a kind of a cap trap going on here, where the Japanese sent a ton of aircraft into the area on long-range patrol. But unfortunately, of all the days for the Japanese to heavily commit to air cover in this hex, look at this. This is just bad timing or clairvoyance or something. All these bombers, right? Everything is set to training. They did not fly today. Look here. Training. Everything was set to stand down today. You tell me what kind of clairvoyance that is, that the Allies decided not to fly today. I don't really know why Desert Wolf of all days picked this turn to not fly his aircraft. But the only thing that went in were these vanguards, these Chinese vanguards, and they just got massacred completely, sliced and diced. Now a couple of them did get some kills or activity, but I mean, golly, these things just got just blasted, and they were the only aircraft to go into this hex here. And now, and in turn, the Japanese bombed, and you know they suffered aircraft shot down. Their bombs did absolutely nothing. Just like the Allied bombers have done nothing, the Japanese ones got nothing done as well. So I don't know what it is about that jungle hex right there, but the bombs just don't. They seem to get stuck in the trees or something. I don't know. But yeah, this was Wirraway's big day for a cap trap, and it just did not materialize due to just bad luck for him, right? I don't know how else to say it. It's just bad luck today that the Allies decided not to really engage here. Okay, let's look at SIGINT. So Tagula Island had 2 radio transmissions, so we may get some intel from that. We'll look at that. Radio transmissions out here. Ooh. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure what this is, but I think it'd be here. Let's look at. Okay, radio transmissions here. I think it would be a little too early for that to be the Kido Butai, right? Or would it? If it was spotted here 2 turns ago. No, they would be. I'm guessing they'd either be here from there to the. I don't know. I don't think the Kido Butai is there, but it's definitely concerning, right? When you have radio transmissions and you know that the Kido Butai is on the way. However, I do think they'd go to truck first to top off fuel, because you don't want to be operating out there with low fuel tanks, right? But there's a possibility that this radio transmission could be. It could be. Yeah. Just keep an eye on this area. Okay, located. Nothing super important here. I have 10th Division planning for attack on Lashio. Okay. Let's start talking about the ops report. So for rivals, we get another LST in Portland. And check this out. I don't know what this thing is. TCG. Isn't that the Pokemon trading card game? I don't know. Let's find out what this is that just came in the Eastern USA. TCG. What is that? Oh, okay. Troop carrier squadron and a troop carrier group. Okay, these are troop carrying C-47 things that just okay, troop carrying. That's what that is. All right. What else we got here? Look at combat. Oh, yes. Do you guys recall when these stupid mini subs kept getting hit by the SPDs and how obnoxious that was? Well, all of that was out here. The Kusa Island, right? Basically, all these little guys here are all midget subs. And unfortunately, we have to sit through it when all of these carrier task forces, right here, he basically has almost all of his aircraft running ASW. See that? Everything's an ASW right now. All these SBDs. And apparently the pilots are trained for it too. See that? Quite a bit of decent ASW work for these bomber pilots. Normally, you see them focus on naval bombing and naval search, but I guess when you've trained all that, you could have them do ASW because why not, right? It's just really obnoxious watching the replays. For Japanese, you can see again all of these midget subs are being attacked by SPD-3s based on the carriers near Kusai. All right. And then look at this. We had a lot of pilots this turn get kills. I mean, like 100 worth almost. Look at this list of victories. It's just disappointing to see this. And then under repairs, we saw that the Preston, which was hit by the Knicks a few turns ago, right? Remember that? Low level. Temporary flotation repairs are failing on the Preston. But when we look at the Preston, it did make it into Luganville. And it's already in port. So even if it was starting to sink, it's going to be basically okay now. It's in port. It can start getting worked on. I'm sure he's going to probably go pier side. Something like this for a couple days. And let's see how fast he can speed it up. My guess is he'll go pier side for a few days. Critical, get the system damage down below 50, and then move it out. All right. I think that's enough for the combat reporter. Let's go ahead and just talk about the turn. In China, no change at all. The Japanese are still bombarding here and here, and up here too. I'm still waiting for Wirraway to do something in this hex, right? These troops are continuing to recover every day. See that? There's only one unit with disruption, and it's almost recovered. So in this hex, he sent a lot of bombers this turn, but as you can see, only a few units were even slightly disrupted, but it's not enough to break through here. Okay, in Burma, a lot of activity by the Japanese Air Forces this turn. Out of Rangoon, as you can see, they're flying a lot of cap over this hex to enable a bombing mission, which accomplished diddly, just like the Allied bombing have done. But the other sad thing about it was that a huge opportunity to catch a lot of Allied aircraft in this hex did not come to fruition because all of them are grounded intentionally by Desert Wolf. I don't know if it was because he foresaw this coming, which would be incredibly clairvoyant, or if he just decided by coincidence that, hey, I'm running these aircraft really hard and we need to rest them up. So I'm going to go ahead and, put all my aircraft down to work on these not ready aircraft. And you can see why, right? You see all these aircraft that are disabled? It's that, just like I mentioned before, that service rating of 4. And you can see how fatigued these aircraft are. They're damaged. They're tired. They need servicing. So I guess Desert Wolf decided to call off air activity this turn. But that was just the turn the Japanese had fighters in place to intercept all this. So it just bad luck for Wirraway. And the other issue here now is that Desert Wolf knows they're here. So if these guys do not move out of here immediately, you can expect every available bomber and every available fighter that can do so to sweep Rangoon and then bomb the heck out of this place. I've been calling for that anyway. I wanted Rangoon to be leveled anyway. This might be the reason to do it now. We'll see how that goes. Okay, Sandpit, we had a Japanese unit landing here. He's tired of these ships getting detected coming out of port, so he's going to neutralize the space, which should have been done about 11 months ago. But hey, what do I know? Okay, so we already talked about the mine activity here. That's probably the ship that did it. And these guys, I don't know what these are. So we'll keep an eye on this task force. It might be a bombardment task force. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. This is coming in west, which would be this direction, right? So maybe next turn we'll see some sort of activity here at the island. Okay, we already had talk of some radio traffic here. I do think this is 1 to 2 days too far down to be the Kido Butai. I'm pretty sure it was they were about here 2 turns ago, maybe 3. And if they're moving at 8 hexes a day, I'd be like here. Well, shoot. Okay. Well, maybe it's not inconceivable that this is the key to Butai over here, but if that's the case, that really speeds up things over here. So we'll have to wait and see what this turns out to be. Okay, I have to talk about this now. I cannot understand why Wirraway thought it would be a good idea to use all those aircraft to transport troops in here for an island that to me isn't that important. And it was clear due to the sheer number of troops that were committed to this that there's no quantity of troops that he could bring in here to turn the tide on these guys, right? All he'd be doing is dumping troops in here to die and prolonging the inevitable, but there's no good reason to hold on to this dot base right now. I don't see the point to risk that many aircraft. And he had to know that we have aircraft carriers here because he's seen them already. And he knows that the aircraft carriers are going to be configured to fly cap over this whole area. It just so happened they were in the same hex this turn, right? But even if they're in one hex off, they still would have had the cap. And he has his cap set up to be a little leaky last time I checked. Let's see here. Let's see if we can see any settings. A lot of these had max range of 1. Apparently, he intentionally put them to max range of 0 so the cap would stay in the hex. Maybe he foresaw this coming again, but I just don't understand why Wirraway would throw so many aircraft away to land troops on an island where they're going to die anyway. It just baffles me. And again, I'm not understanding why the units that are here are still alive unless there's some sort of like surrender mechanic that doesn't work for the Japanese and they have to be finished off. Even if they're isolated at a base that there's no way for them to retreat, they're still in it. And I'm assuming right here at Rabaul, you see the numbers right. 40 fighters, 37 bombers, 74 auxiliary aircraft. That's going to be your transport planes, right? My guess is that he's using Rabaul to transport these troops to here. I just don't think it was worth the cost. And I would never have attempted something like this knowing that there's fighter cover in the area, because those transports, you can't really escort them because the air transport phase happens after all the other phases in air combat. So like there's no escorting transport planes. You must have aerial supremacy over the hex that you plan on landing your aircraft in or your troops in, right? You must have it, or what will happen is what we saw here. This is what you'll see. And this is something that's glaringly obvious to me as a relatively new player, and I just am having a hard time understanding why Wirraway didn't see this. The risk versus reward here doesn't add up. Now I'm sure Desert Wolf will watch this video and have a comment about this that adds some insight and justifies this perhaps. I don't know. I'll wait to hear from him because there has to be something here that I'm not seeing. Because on paper this looks bad. Anyway, I think I said enough about this. Let's see how this situation develops in the following turns, but I don't get it. Okay, so taking a look here at Nauru, it does appear that we did get a lot more troops onto the beaches. They are heavily disrupted, and they're undersupplied, but they're still here. And we can continue loading more, and I think the odds are starting to flip in the favor of the Allies here. The Japanese don't have the capability of counterattacking. They don't have the supply. They're too badly disrupted, and we can see their troop numbers finally starting to come down. They're taking heavy losses now. It's just a matter of time before they get whittled away to the point where we can take the island. But again, we're on a timer. The Kido Butai could be anywhere in this area now, right? My estimate is anywhere between here and here. Assuming they're not going to truck, which I think they would go to truck first. I think they need at least 1 or 2 more days to get there. But we're really running out of time before all these ships have to be pulled out. Because if Kido Butai comes down here, there's no amount of American air power or ships or anything here that could challenge them. Not effectively. So something has to, like, these troops need to get unloaded quickly. And if that means that that the transports have to pull away and leave them there, kind of like a Guadalcanal situation in real life where the Marines were downloaded here, and then I think Admiral Fletcher pulled his carriers out and just abandoned them, left them there, and they were on their own for a while until the situation resolved itself. That could happen down here as well. At Kusai, it's looking a lot better. There's a lot more troops ashore now. The 32nd Infantry Division is mostly ashore, right? There's still some troops left on there that need to come off the transports, but we have a lot of tanks. We have a lot of stuff here, enough that I think that Deswolf can start poking and prodding at this garrison a bit more. The garrison is not strong. It's not a lot of combatant troops, as I've mentioned before. So I think he can really start kind of pressing the test on this to see what their resolve is. So Kusai's in a better situation to be taken, I think. But they're even closer to Truk than Nauru is. So when the Kido Butai does decide to show up, these are the guys that need to leave first. All of these ships have to leave first. So let's get these troops unloaded and get everything out of here and make sure this goes the way we want it to go. Okay, I think that's it for the turn, guys. This one was a crazy one. We saw some ups and downs and kind of an emotional roller coaster, ending with just a very sad situation down here at Rossel and Tagula with the Japanese aircraft getting just butchered. So I'm going to keep watching these turns and see if I can figure out what the heck happened here. So I don't do this myself if I ever played Japan, because I don't like how this went. And I don't want to do that unless Desert Wolf can give me a good reason to make that worth it. I don't think he can. I'll catch you guys on the next one.